Yo, I'm Assy, and this is my Sunken Temple Mage guide to level from 54 to 60. Solo, of course. Quick gear, walkthrough, spirit and int is what I prioritize. Most of this is from the auction house. I got the staff kind of cheap, 200 gold. Yeah. Only the neck and helm is not from the auction house. You can see the price. I didn't pay much for this. Easily obtainable gear, I would say, except for the staff, but you don't need the staff. But it is nice with the nature res. We're gonna start a timer and see how fast we can do this. And I'll do some commentary. At lower levels, you want to Konokol those guys and just keep running. I recommend jumping over the first steps of each of these stairs because you might get stuck on them for some reason. You can blink up here. If this pad is here, just over them. And go around the corner. You jump here and then you blink. And you want to get to this corner candlelight here. Then you jump up on the ledge. I use strafe and then right click, hold down right click and control my camera. I'm not in combat right now, and I won't get into combat, I believe, because I'm a higher level, but you would pull those mobs that I just passed. And you would have to wait to drop combat before you can start the pull. I can go straight into it here if I want to. Just gonna walk over here and jump down. I already pulled them, so they might reset. Before I get there, I need to hit them twice-ish. And you want to we started the RP. You run on top of the shade there and start up the RP. Obviously you don't want to get dazed here. And then you just stay on the left ledge. If you fall down, it's fine. Just keep running to this corner over here. They'll keep chasing you, but they'll drop combat for a while. It's fine, you'll leave combat. You can jump up against the ledge to kind of like make them stagger. Now we want to move up and render in the mobs. If you did Sulguro boost back in the day, in the first classic, you would know that pads move slower if they're not rendered in. Same idea here, we want to move up, render them in so they can stack up quickly. And I just put mage armor on already. But you could just keep your ice armor on if you want until you're at the spot. You move up. At lower levels, obviously, you don't want to proximity aggro any of these mobs, so just stay a bit more to the right here. Sometimes the mobs, they don't move into the stack. You just want to nova them as you move out and then blink. You don't need them to get stacked up perfectly. Just gonna nova here. You can blizzard, but you have to make sure your blink is ready, so you can insta blink after one tick of blizzard. I can try to show it. Like I just blizzard here, right, and then I blink. If I don't do that, the casters they'll start casting, and they already did. Now they're a bit more messed up, but it doesn't really matter. It's a decent stack. We just get to the spot. Jump up here and then you ice block. And you want to ice block a bit earlier than you might think, because even I was a bit too slow here and the casters will cast on you. You wait until the casters go around the corner, otherwise they'll stand here and cast on you as you move up over to the right. We get to this circle area. I like to stand right on the very tip of it. And I just place my blizzard. Sometimes they run through, it's fine. Just jump up. You can CS, or you can walk into this corner. That will also line of sight them and they'll stop casting on you. I'm just doing rank 1 Blizzard here to get them stacked. And I jump up before they turn this first corner. Especially if it's the casters that's in front. Now we have a good stack, we max rank, and we'll start juggling them back and forth. The guy ran through. It's actually really good to keep your ice barrier up, just to soak some of the hits you might take. Also, if one mob decides to run through, you can kind of greet it, right? Take a few hits. There we go, jump up. Blizzard, I aim it at the square over here. We have one that ran away, it's fine. You just need to hit it within like 20 seconds, right? So if this happens where one runs away, I just stop blizzarding them away until it's stacked. But I actually hit it there, so I'm just gonna cancel that one. I have to enable my mouse software to use my mouse keybinds. There we go. Them down. And if you don't let them turn the corner, they'll get a bit further away from the wall, and then your placement of Blizzard can be a bit more to the left, actually. So we need to hit this one now, so I'm just gonna let them run away again. Come down. So if they get away, just stop Blizzarding as you jump up. Now we hit it. We're gonna jump up. Here's where nature res is nice, right? Getting mana back every time I resist, I mean. We're gonna Evo. I just jump and tab S. And I land perfectly here. But if you run a bunch of nature res, it doesn't really matter how far you go out. It only matters if, you know, they get split, of course. One got away, two got away. Jump down. Make sure we hit them. Or just kind of target them and you can see if they get hit by your blizzard, right? So I prefer being a bit closer to the wall, generally, and being like exactly in the circle. I know a lot of people recommend standing in the circle. I like using the reference as like the tip. This is not the best run, but whatever, right? This one probably got a bit too much away from my blizzard. Didn't get hit every time. Just runs almost through it. Yeah, you could mana pot here if you want to. Save time. Pray for a clear casting proc. My fastest run is like 7 minutes 20 seconds. Obviously that's like with a perfect stack and some good clear casting proc RNG and resists. But I mean, you don't need to mana pot. You have plenty of time before you'll get locked, you know, so not really any rush. There we go. Got a blue item. Actually pretty decent. I haven't gotten any like good rare item from in here yet, and I've done like 50 runs. I think actually this is the best item I've gotten so far. No epics, but I know Edge Masters can drop from in here. Yeah. That is pretty much the run. Kind of a slow run, but I'm trying to explain a lot of stuff. Well, just practice the blizzarding as they move away, and as they, you know, the jumping, and you'll shave off a bunch of time on your pulls. Anyways, that's the video. See you guys in the next one.